Hello, everyone, and welcome back. And as you can see in front of me, I have three Oxford Diecast Ford Transit vans. All of these are 1/76 scale, and I'm going to do a review of all three of these. So I'm going to get right on into it. So the first one up front is Frozen White, and it's a medium roof. The second one a an LWB high roof, and the other one is a Ford Transit MK3. So I'm going to take a look at all of these. So I'm going to take a look at the first van up front. So not too much on this one. It's just a plain white one, as you can see. Got two doors on this side, one right behind the passenger. Nothing along the back, and then along the side over here there isn't a door behind the driver's side door. It's a little different. This one looks like it's a little bit smaller than the other two, probably because of the design, but it's still a pretty nice looking van. I really like the way it looks, even though it's just a plain white one. That's still a pretty cool van, so it's a pretty nice one. The number for this one is uh, 76FT001, so that's a pretty nice looking model. So that'll be it for that one. That's a pretty cool one. The next one is the high roof, and it's basically the same thing as the other one. It's a plain white one. As you can see, it's got a door right behind the passenger side. Nothing on this side. And then same thing on the other side. It's just a plain white one. I have another one that's quite like this one. It's a bus errand service vehicle, and it's the same design, but it's got more detail to it. Whereas if this one's just a plain white one, and I think it's a pretty cool one, even though it's just a plain van, it's still pretty nice because of the design. So it's a pretty cool van. Really like having it. And the number to this one is 76FT006. So that's a pretty nice one right there. And then the last one is the MK3. This one's also a pretty nice looking one. It's a plain white one as the other ones. Same thing, got a door at the back behind the passenger side. There's that. Uh, got windows at the back of the van, which that's different from the other two, so that's a different feature. Same thing on the other side. A bit longer and bigger to me, it looks like. A little bit longer. Yeah, just because of the design, it's pretty cool. Another difference that I just noticed is this one doesn't have any mirrors like the other two did. So that's also a different one, but it's still a pretty nice looking van. And it's got the Ford symbol right up there. I'm going to try to zoom in. Yeah, it's blurry, but yeah, it's right there on the hood of the van, so that's pretty nice. The other two vans have it on. I'm going to zoom out now. They have the Ford signs. Oops. Let me zoom out. I don't know if you can tell. Put that one over there for a second. I'm going to zoom in on just these two. They have it on right there on the grills, so that's pretty cool. So that's a little bit different. Whereas if the other one just has it right above the grill, so that's different. But it's pretty nice. So, oh. And the model number to the last van is 76FT3001. So that's a pretty cool one. So now I'm going to do my review thoughts on this one. I like all of these vans because they're Ford Transit and they're pretty nice looking. They go really well for just plain vehicles, which I like having, a little different in my collection. These are pretty cool, even though they're just plain vans. I really like them. I would give them all 10s just because they're really cool and they've got nice designs to them and they're different. And it's nice to have a different variety of vehicles in your collection. So like these vans that Oxford made, I believe they're from Oxford Commercials. These are pretty nice looking vans. So I would highly recommend if you get these. They would go really well in your collection, especially if you like making the dioramas with the 1/76 scale model vehicles. Oxford has some really good ones like these, so they're pretty cool. So I'd highly recommend if you come across these vans, you get them for your collection. And I would give them all 10s just because of how different they look and the designs on them. So they're pretty cool. So I'd give them all 10s. That'll be it for this review, and please stay tuned for the next one.